we'll move on to Whoopi Goldberg. She's, on The View with the gals. Oh, those girls of The View. And she's shitting on Donald Trump because that's what they do, the girls of The View. They shit on Trump. They shit on America. They shit on everything that made America great, past, present, and future. And they live in bubbles. They live in their own little bubble. Whoopi doesn't have to deal with real people, real problems. She talks like that, but anyone worth, I'd say if you're worth $5 million or more, and Whoopi's worth more than $5 million. If you're worth $5 million or more, I don't think you have a good bearing on what the everyman of the United States is going through. Unless you're a former tin knocker that somehow got into radio and made a couple of bucks. I would assume that guy wouldn't forget what that was like. But Whoopie, she's shitting on Trump and shitting on everything that we need to do as a country. Trying to do something about the drug epidemic that is killing a lot of young Americans, and trying to make some semblance of the border, the illegal immigrant problem that Joe Biden made so much worse with his open border policy. Border secure, it's closed, border just wide open. We saw the videos. Caravans of people. Sausages for the caravan. And they're just crossing the old Rio Grande River. Unimpeded. When Texas put up barbed wire fence, the Biden administration instructed the United States military and the United States Border Patrolmen to rip down the barbed wire fence, make it easy peasy for all of those illegals to get into this country by the millions. And now that Trump's trying to get them the fuck out, he's the problem. He's the problem. So here's Whoopi talking about Trump, and it's the usual bullshit.
His personal stuff, I care less. I want to know, what are you doing for us?
Yeah.
Now, you say you said you were going to be the president for everybody, but you haven't been the president for anybody. You've been the president just for you.
Well, the crypto.
You want to pause that for a minute? Oof, that is a tough pause right there. You said you'd be the president for everybody, but you haven't been the president for anybody. And I've spoke on this before. He is the president for everybody, the president of the United States. He is the most president for everyone I think that there's ever been in at least very recent history, not very recent history, but the entirety of the 20th century and 21st century here, because he doesn't play favorites. He criticizes people regardless of their race. He's not afraid to say Jasmine Crockett is an idiot. She's low IQ. He said that about white people too. He's called them scumbags and slime, and Rosie O'Donnell called a slob. He doesn't play favorites. He does what's good for the entirety of the country, not little segments, not like these politicians that go, and I will make sure the black community has this and that and the other thing. No. Is the members of the black community Americans? Technically. No, they're American citizens. So if a president makes the country great and makes it so all Americans can enjoy what this president is bringing to the entire country, then everyone wins. Black people, gays, women. If you're an American, you have access to all the wonderful things that America has to offer. It's the politicians that speak of groups. And I'll make sure the LGBTQ people have their rights and their... All right, you're not for all Americans. So when a president like Trump, who is a president for all Americans because he's the president that wants to improve all of America, you get people like Whoopi going, oh, he's the president of no one. Why? Because he hasn't pointed at your little fucking group and coddled them and given them money and breaks. And no, he's the most fair president there is. And they don't like that because it's never been about equality. None of these marginalized groups want equality. They don't want to be treated like everyone else. They want amazing special treatment with everything. Oh, you're a gay man. Oh, you're an African American. Well, we can't treat you like everyone else. You have to be propped up and worshipped. So that's why Whoopi gets pissed off at Donald for not, addressing the separate groups. He's the president of the United States of America. Remember that. All right.
People in prison,
yeah,
he's pardoning
but even the people he's pardoning, he's not connected to that. He said he was our president. He's not our president. He's a guy who likes to get butt kissed. That's what he is. I need you to be the president, or your legacy, what's left of it is going to disappear, and you will just be a footnote, like gas in the desert.
He wants to get his ass kissed? Do you think he'd say and do the things he's saying and doing as the president if his motive was to get his ass kissed? I don't know about that. Now you look at someone like Obama. That's someone that wanted his ass kissed. And Biden, Kamala Harris. These are people that want their ass kissed. And they just talk about this amazing, they're going to dole free money out. You don't think these dumb people that spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on student loans, when Biden's like, we're going to forgive your loans. Kiss away. Kiss my wrinkled white ass. You don't think that was, because getting your ass kissed as a politician really just means votes. Every kiss on your ass is a vote. He wants his ass kissed. When does Trump get his ass kissed? I'll tell you who he gets his ass kissed by. People that he's done things for as the president. Oh, I like Donald's approach on illegal immigration. You give him a big smooch on his ass because he's doing what he said he would do when he was campaigning to be president. But, he wants his ass kissed. What's left of his legacy? Donald Trump's legacy as president is going to far surpass the vast majority of the rest of the presidents of the United States of America. What do you think? Bill Clinton is good. What's his legacy? Getting a blowjob in the Oval Office. That's really Bill Clinton's legacy. No one really remembers anything he did. The clusterfuck in Somalia with the Black Hawk Down. But for the most part, it's getting a blowjob. That's his legacy. Obama, that ridiculous Affordable Health Care Act, that could be his legacy. And a racial division that is unsurpassed and unprecedented in the United States of America. He started that whole thing. If I had a son, he'd look like Trayvon. Yeah, all right, good. What, dead? Because he was trying to crack a Puerto Rican's head open, whatever he was. So, yeah, he has a legacy, Donald Trump, and it will live on for many years. It's not just going to be a footnote, that's for sure. What a dumb thing to say. You know, that's how Whoopi feels. But what a dumb thing to say that President Trump's 2 4-year terms are going to be a footnote in history. These were some of the craziest fucking times. Whether you agree or disagree, like it or dislike it, these are some insane times we've been living in. So to think that it's just going to be relegated to some footnote in history is stupid, but they are stupid. Like I said, they're emotional. They're way over emotional. Whoopi can't deal with facts and actual reality that's happening. It's got to be this emotional, Trump is zip tying young children's hands and shipping them off to foreign countries, even though they're American citizens. It's not happening. It's just their emotional fantasy they're playing out in their head. They want it to be true. They actually want that to be true so bad so they could go, see what an awful person he is. But it's not true. There was a story the other day about a woman, the Border Patrol agents and ICE grabbed her out of her car. She was an American citizen, and ICE grabbed her and cuffed her and took her down to their station house, and then she was later released. Yeah. The car is her boyfriend's car. Her boyfriend is an illegal alien in this country. And when they pulled the car over, she started pulling that shit, not rolling the window down, not giving ID, not answering the lawful orders of the officers. So they opened the door, dragged her out, cuffed her, and arrested her. That's what happens to people when they don't comply with lawful orders. Is she an American citizen? Yup. That's why they let her go. They should have kept her. I hope they still charged her with obstruction, but I doubt it. But, you know, the liberals, they love saying the whoopies of the world. They love saying, and they're cuffing American citizens and throwing them in vehicles and taking them off somewhere. No, they're not. Unless they're doing what this dumb woman did and interfering with their investigation. Driving around in your illegal alien boyfriend's car is probably not the smartest thing to do. And then not complying with the federal agents that are asking you questions and asking you to step out of the vehicle. You're asking for it. You're just fucking asking for it. Agua.